coffee cup and tarot card reading.
Mm,
And it's all about a big shift from loss to wealth.
right.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Coffee grounds and cards predicting riches.
Yeah.
Sounds a little out there, right?
But a little bit.
But hey, that's what we're here for. We're
Exactly.
going to unpack this together and see what we can learn.
I love it.
Um,
It's fascinating how these readings, even if we approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism, can really tap into something universal.
Yeah.
That deep-seated yearning for a brighter future, especially after experiencing a period of loss.
Totally. And it looks like this reading really dives into that.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, the coffee cup reading paints a picture of you carrying a heavy workload,
Okay.
feeling underappreciated,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even a bit stuck.
Right.
Does any of that resonate with you at all?
What's interesting is how the reading connects this to a larger conversation about work-life balance and recognizing your self-worth. It's something so many people struggle with, knowing when to step back from situations that just aren't serving them anything.
For sure. And then it gets even more intriguing.
Okay.
It talks about imposter syndrome
Oh,
and how those feelings might be rooted in your childhood.
interesting.
There's even a detail about a dinosaur and an unlocked memory.
Wow.
What do you think that's all about?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
Our childhood is where we first start forming beliefs about ourselves, who we are, what we're good at, what we deserve.
Yeah.
And sometimes even seemingly insignificant events can leave a lasting impact on our self-perception.
I see.
The dinosaur might represent a specific memory, a toy, or even just a symbol of that time period.
Okay.
Something that somehow got tied up with feelings of inadequacy.
So it's like those early experiences become these hidden scripts
Exact.
that we keep playing out even years later without even realizing it.
Yes, and recognizing those ingrained patterns, unpacking those early memories. That's where real personal growth begins.
Right.
It's about realizing that those old stories might not reflect who you are today, and that you have the power to rewrite the narrative.
Wow. I love that, rewriting the narrative.
Yeah.
Now, here's where things take an interesting turn.
Yeah.
The reading describes you going through 4 distinct phases of growth,
Okay.
each involving a kind of loss, a shedding of something that no longer serves you.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder, what does that say about the nature of change?
It really speaks to the cyclical nature of life, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The idea that endings are necessary for new beginnings.
Right.
Whether it's a job or relationship or even just an outdated way of thinking, letting go can be painful.
Totally.
But it creates the space for something new to emerge.
Okay, so it's not just about loss.
Right.
It's about transformation.
Exactly.
And that seems to lead us to the core promise of this whole reading.
Okay.
A timeline shift where past losses pave the way for wealth.
Interesting.
A pretty bold claim.
It is.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's certainly a captivating concept.
Yeah.
The reading really leans into this idea of a dramatic turnaround.
Yeah.
Becoming your own boss, financial abundance, a new home, even international travel.
Oh, wow.
But, while the idea of manifesting our desires is popular,
Right.
real change usually involves more than just positive thinking.
Right. It's about taking action, making smart choices, and putting in the work.
Yeah,
But sometimes those dreams can be a powerful motivator, right?
absolutely.
Especially when you've been through tough times.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a juicy detail.
Okay.
The reading keeps mentioning the letter M.
All right.
Apparently, it's someone who thinks of you,
Okay.
might even offer help,
Mm.
and could be a potential romantic connection.
I love that.
Yeah.
It brings up the idea of meaningful coincidences
Mm-hmm.
and how open we are or aren't to new people and opportunities.
Total.
Sometimes when we're going through a major transition,
Yeah.
we become more attuned to those seemingly random encounters.
It's like we're finally ready to see what's been there all along.
Yeah.
Or maybe the universe is nudging us in a certain direction.
Right.
But not all connections are positive, are they?
No.
The reading also warns about a jealous, potentially harmful female figure in your life.
You're right.
It specifically mentions someone whose behavior might be creating conflict or negativity in your life.
Yeah.
And that raises an important question.
Okay.
Are you setting healthy boundaries in your relationships?
Oh, that's a good one.
Are you recognizing when a dynamic has become toxic and needs to change?
Absolutely.
So it's not just about attracting good things,
Right.
but also about recognizing and letting go of what's holding us back.
Yeah.
Whether that's a limiting belief or a relationship that's become unhealthy.
Exactly. And sometimes those are the toughest choices to make, but they can ultimately be the most liberating.
I could see that.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've explored the coffee cup reading, which definitely gave us a lot to think about.
Now let's delve into the tarot card portion of this reading and see what additional insights we can uncover.
I'm ready from what you said.
Yeah.
It sounds like this reading really emphasizes the ups and downs of life, those moments where we experience both loss and growth.
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
The tarot reading starts by acknowledging the pain of the loss you've been through.
Yeah.
It really emphasizes that feeling of unfairness,
Right.
of being knocked down by forces outside of your control.
It's so true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it's a relationship ending,
Right.
a job loss, or even the passing of a loved one, those experiences can leave us feeling so lost and unsure of what comes next.
Absolutely. And this reading really taps into that sense of vulnerability.
Yeah.
It specifically mentions a potential loss related to your career.
Okay.
Something you put a lot of time and energy into, only to have it taken away through no fault of your own.
That really ties in with the coffee cup reading, doesn't it?
It does.
It also highlighted feelings of being overworked and underappreciated.
Right.
It's almost like these two readings are painting a picture of someone who's poured their heart into something, only to have it ripped away, leaving them feeling lost and uncertain.
It's a feeling many of us can relate to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing.
Yeah?
The reading doesn't linger in that negativity. It quickly shifts to a message of resilience. It actually highlights your strength in pushing forward despite the hardship.
That's good.
It even mentions a pet potentially playing a role in providing comfort during this difficult time.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yeah.
It's amazing how animals can sense our emotions and provide that unconditional love and support, especially when we're feeling down.
I know.
For sure.
The reading also emphasizes the valuable lessons you've learned through this experience.
Right.
Lessons that will prevent you from going through the same pain again.
It's like the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Exactly.
But it's not just about bruise strength, is it?
No.
It sounds like this reading also highlights the importance of emotional intelligence.
You're exactly right. It talks about patience, moderation, acceptance, and emotional maturity in dealing with loss.
Right.
It points to a balanced and grounded approach to processing difficult emotions.
Yeah.
And if you recall, this echoes the coffee cup reading's mention of a helpful female angel or spirit guide, a source of support and guidance.
So even though there's been loss and pain,
Right.
there's also a sense of growth and transformation happening beneath the surface.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're being prepared for something bigger and better, wouldn't you say?
I think that's a great way to put it.
Okay.
And that's where the reading takes a really exciting turn.
Right.
It starts talking about manifesting wealth, not just through wishful thinking,
Yeah.
but through focused action and hard work.
Okay.
It mentions a specific idea or project with immense potential, something that could spark a major shift in your financial reality.
Okay. I'm getting chills.
Yeah.
It's like all those lessons learned, all that inner work you've been doing is about to pay off in a big way.
That's definitely the energy the reading is conveying.
Right.
It suggests you're utilizing your analytical mind, your strategic thinking, and maybe even some creative design skills.
Okay.
It mentions research reading and really diving deep into a subject that's captured your attention. It sounds like you're not just dreaming of wealth,
Right.
but actively preparing for it, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's like you're gathering the knowledge and honing the skills you need to succeed.
Exactly.
It's not just about luck. It's about taking control and making things happen.
Precisely. And the reading is quite bold in its prediction,
Okay.
stating that you're destined for a life of comfort and privilege,
Wow.
all earned through your own efforts.
Okay.
It emphasizes self-made wealth and a sense of pride in your accomplishments.
I like that.
It's like that timeline shift we were talking about earlier,
Right.
moving from a period of scarcity and loss to a reality of abundance and financial security.
It's such a powerful concept.
It is.
This idea that we have the power to change our trajectory, to create a future that aligns with our deepest desires.
Absolutely.
But of course, with great success, often comes new challenges, right?
Often, yeah.
And I think the reading touches on that as well.
You're right. The reading does caution against letting newfound wealth make you vulnerable to those who might try to exploit or undermine you.
I see.
It suggests staying vigilant and discerning about who you let into your inner circle.
So it's not just about attracting wealth, but also about protecting it.
Exactly.
And recognizing that success can sometimes attract unwanted attention.
Right. It's about being wise and discerning as you navigate this new chapter of abundance, and recognizing that not everyone will be genuinely happy for your achievements.
That's such an important point. It's like a reminder to stay grounded and true to yourself, even amidst all the excitement and change.
It is.
But on a lighter note, the reading also mentions the possibility of international travel and a move to a new location.
Yes. It speaks of a transformative journey to a far-off land, a chance to broaden your horizons.
Oh, wow.
And experience a different culture.
Okay.
It suggests this trip will be a significant turning point, helping you to challenge negative thought patterns and embrace new perspectives.
Nice.
It's like the ultimate reward for all your hard work and resilience.
It's so exciting to think about
It is.
experiencing the world, immersing yourself in new cultures.
Right.
It's such a beautiful way to celebrate your successes and embrace new possibilities.
I agree.
But the reading doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It also dives into the potential for a deep and meaningful romantic connection.
You're right. The love aspect is definitely highlighted in this reading.
Okay.
It describes a person who's either already in your life or about to enter it, someone you'll feel an undeniable connection with.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
It sounds like this person will bring a lot of warmth, positivity, and support into your life. Almost like a soulmate connection.
Right.
It's like everything's coming together.
Yeah.
The career success, the financial abundance, the travel, and now a fulfilling romantic relationship. It's almost too good to be true.
It certainly paints a very rosy picture of the future.
I know.
But remember, the reading also emphasizes the importance of self-belief and confidence.
Right.
It cautions against letting imposter syndrome or self-doubt hold you back from achieving your full potential.
That's such a crucial reminder. Sometimes, even when things are going well, those old insecurities can creep back in.
They do.
And try to sabotage our happiness.
Yeah.
It's like we have to actively choose to believe in ourselves and our ability to create the life we desire.
Exactly. And sometimes that means letting go of limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And embracing the possibility that you're capable of even greater things than you can currently imagine.
I love it. It's so empowering. But before we get too carried away with all these positive possibilities, the reading does throw in a bit of a curveball, doesn't it?
It does.
It mentions a jealous female figure and a potential conflict.
You're right. The reading does introduce an element of potential challenge in the form of a mature woman, possibly a mother figure who seems to be envious of your success.
It sounds like this person might try to undermine your achievements or create drama in your life.
Right.
Possibly out of resentment or a sense of insecurity.
Yeah.
It's like a reminder that not everyone will be happy for our successes, and sometimes we have to navigate those challenging relationships with grace and wisdom.
Exactly. The reading suggests that this person might not be genuinely happy for you.
Right.
And might even try to sabotage your happiness.
I see.
But it also frames this potential conflict as a catalyst for growth.
Okay.
Suggesting that cutting ties with this toxic relationship could be the key to unlocking even greater success and fulfillment.
So it's another reminder that sometimes we have to let go of people and situations that no longer serve us, even if it's painful in the moment.
It is.
It's about prioritizing our own well-being and creating space for healthier, more supportive relationships.
I couldn't agree more. And remember, this reading isn't about predicting the future with absolute certainty.
Right.
It's more about offering insights and possibilities, encouraging you to reflect on your own life.
Yeah.
And make choices that align with your values and aspirations.
It's like a roadmap, not a set of strict instructions.
Exactly.
We still have the power to choose our path and create our own destiny.
I agree.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
From career challenges and emotional growth to the potential for wealth.
Yeah.
And even a new romance. This reading has really taken us on a journey.
It has.
But there's one piece of the puzzle we haven't fully explored yet, that mysterious letter M.
Ah, yes, the M.
Yeah.
The recurring symbol that keeps popping up throughout the reading. It's almost like a hidden message, a clue we need to decipher.
Exactly. And if we rewind a bit, remember how M was associated with a helpful contact, maybe even someone with financial advice.
Right.
And then it was linked to someone thinking of you, maybe even missing you.
Right.
It's almost like this M represents different aspects of connection, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, and it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
The reading suggests there might have been a misunderstanding with this M person, something that needs to be cleared up.
Okay.
It emphasizes that it's not a major conflict,
Okay.
but rather a communication gap that's causing unnecessary distance.
So maybe it's a nudge to reach out, to have that open and honest conversation.
Could be.
It makes you wonder, who is this M in your life?
Yeah.
And what message might this reading be trying to send?
It's such a great question.
Yeah.
And beyond the specifics of the M mystery, I think this reading, with all its symbols and predictions, ultimately serves as a powerful tool for self-reflection.
Right.
It encourages you to look at the different areas of your life, your career, your finances, your relationships, and consider what changes you might want to make.
It's like it's giving you a gentle push to pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the people who cross your path.
Yeah.
Maybe this M person is a key piece of the puzzle, or maybe it's something else entirely that's meant to catch your eye. What do you think?
I think it's all about being open to possibility, to those unexpected nudges from the universe.
Yeah.
And that's what makes these deep dives so fascinating.
Wow.
They offer a blend of symbolism, interpretation, and personal reflection, which can really spark a sense of wonder and possibility.
Totally. It's like we're given a glimpse of what might be, but ultimately it's up to us to take the reins and create the future we desire.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, I'm curious, what stands out to you most from this reading? What will you carry with you as you move forward?
For me, it's the reminder that even amidst loss and uncertainty, there's always potential for growth, transformation, and abundance. And sometimes it's those very challenges that lead us to our greatest triumphs.
Beautifully said. It's like the timeline shift we talked about. It's not just about external changes, but a shift in mindset, a belief in our own power to create a brighter future. So for you listening, we'll leave you with this. If you could rewrite your story, not just financially, but in all areas of your life, what changes would you make? What steps could you take starting today to move towards that vision?
Keep those questions in mind as you navigate your own journey. And remember, you have the power within you to create a life filled with purpose, abundance, and joy.
That's a wrap on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep believing in the power of your own potential.